We are finally back at the track. It took a long time to get everything in order to get back out here. This track is known as Stadium here at Willow Springs. It's essentially a mini Irwindale. It's an oval track with a skid pad in the middle with walls. The past couple times I've been doing the other oval track on the other side of this kind of compound, and it has no walls. You can go a little bit faster. But this one is very, very fun. I actually learned to do an oval layout here on this track. I have Evan out here with me. We have a couple friends meeting us out here. Dustin was supposed to be here with us today, and we were gonna work on some skills with him, but he slept through his alarm and is not gonna make it out. All that being said, we're gonna unload the car, get everything ready, and we're gonna start driving today. So today's gonna be my first day testing the R888Rs. We have 235s. I'm gonna go around the car now and check tire pressures. And right now I'm starting at 40 PSI in the rear. I'm not too sure how much grip they're gonna have. These are a very, very sticky tire, so we're gonna have to play around today, find the right PSI, which we're looking for. Like I said, I have all these set at 40 right now. If we need to go up, we'll go up. If we need to go down, we'll go down. I wanna take a quick moment and tell you guys, March 23rd, that is this Saturday, Hunt Company is having the Originals Collection launch. We're gonna have 3 new t-shirts, 1 sweatshirt, and the collectible pins, and a bunch more will go live. Mark your calendars, March 23rd, 9 a.m. If you're not following the Hunt Company Instagram, you can see more about the products there. Normally when we have a drop go live, stuff sells out really, really quick. This time what we're gonna do to kind of change that, right now if you go to the website and you enter your email, we're gonna email you guys a 15-minute early access code to the website. That kind of helps ensure that you will get what you wanna get before it's gone, because everything is limited. Just wanted to let you guys know, if you're looking for a 350 shirt, we have that. We have an RX-7 shirt and a BRZ shirt, and if you want all 3 of them, you gotta cop the sweatshirt. So I'm gonna go out right now and just kind of give a shake down the car, make sure everything feels kind of okay. I'm gonna have Evan film some outside clips with the G7X, just to give an overall video. I'm not gonna hook up GoPros until I know the car is good. But the car is at temperature, the car's ready to go. Noah and Jason are both here today, and they're gonna give the cars a little rip. Noah just finished his RX-7 because it's been down for how long, Noah?
9 months, dude.
9 months.
9 months.
So Noah's just like me. We haven't been driving like at all, so.
It'll be a fun day. It'll be a weird day. I'm gonna suck like terribly at first, but hopefully I get the hang of it.
I need to remember how to do this. All right, wish me luck. I was noticing a lot of smoke coming from the right corner of the car. Our catch can is overfilled. I'm gonna stop for a bit. We're gonna drain it, go back out. And I ended up dropping about 10 PSI in the front and in the rear. I went out with 45 PSI in the rear, and after about a couple laps, I just felt like no grip at all. Dropped 10 PSI hot, so right now we're at 40 PSI hot, so that means cold. We're probably looking at like low 30s in the rear, and in the front, we're running now 30 hot, which means we're like 24, maybe 25. Going back out for another run. Right now I'm still running like 30 PSI hot. I think it's maybe because I'm on the 235s. I still want a little more grip. So I'm gonna drop to like 25, and then maybe in the future, if we want, we could jump to like a 245 or 255. But there's still tread loads on these tires. I'm gonna let Evan go out there and just have some fun in the middle, do some donuts, and he's never drifted before, so it'll be cool to see him just kind of have some fun. Other than that, we're gonna change his tires up, drop PSIs way lower, and see how it goes.
No! You good? Huh? It actually doesn't look too bad, to be honest. Let me check.
Passenger side? Just like your wheel is bigger a little bit, like it doesn't look that bad.
The fiberglass isn't even.
It's like popped it.
Just this is loose. Yeah, you're good. It's just the wheels chunked. And we need to just reset.
Alright, I'm gonna put in.
Okay.
How did you hit that hard? That's all that happened.
I don't know, the rear wheels kind of looking chucked.
Positive camera for sure.
Dude, the fiberglass didn't even break. Yeah, the wheel's wobbling, but it could just be bent. Yeah, he's coming up. I think it's just the wheel. I think it's just the wheel. Yeah.
When I went into scrub, I was trying to go in without the hydro. When I threw it, I threw too much angle, like when I was kind of like scrubbing in, and my front like binded up a little bit, and it just like had a huge forward bite, and it just slung me around. And then I came really close to wrecking really bad. We just looked through it, Jake, and I didn't notice too much. Like the arms look okay, nothing looks bent. I mean, I've hit a lot worse and I've broken a lot worse, and I'm not noticing anything. Well, you said the wheel did look a little bit wobbly though.
It looked like the wheel's wobbling a little bit, and then you had like a little more positive camber on this side, so you might have knocked the alignment out a little bit and maybe bent the wheel.
Yeah, Mike.
Hitting the wall, and this is it. I think you did pretty good.
Yeah, the wheel definitely took the most of it. If there was like another foot gap, I don't think I would have hit the wall. Like I think I came in slower than I thought I was going to.
Yeah, it was interesting.
So we just put a new wheel on and shook the wheel. Shout out to Darcy for the idea, and everything like was fine. It doesn't feel loose or wobbly, and at droop the alignments look exactly the same. So I'm kind of under the impression that it's gonna be good. Only one way to find out. We'll film this next clip and we'll see if I go back into the wall.
All right, so we're gonna start it up. Teach gonna go back out. Kind of tell, it's gonna be hard to see on camera, but it definitely has a little bit more positive camber than this side, but nothing too extreme. All right, everything looks pretty good. I don't see any wobbling or anything.
Put the GoPro on and get some in-cam footage. This track is really slow, like you can't really go too fast on it, but I really wanted to like just push myself to get comfortable with the walls. The alignment is definitely off. I'm not gonna get down and adjust it too much right now. And of course, I forgot my alignment plates. The tires are very sticky. Now that I'm starting at cold 20 PSI, so hot, they're probably around like somewhere around 30. That works a lot better for me, so I'm super happy. I'm kind of finding my sweet spot, which was what today was all about. I just wanted to find where I felt most comfortable with my grip. We got pretty lucky that we didn't put ourselves any farther into the wall. Is really fighting me here, especially when I'm coming around this corner. This bank comes up really short and I'm not really able to get too far outside. I'm getting real close to hitting over here. I'm gonna do the layout of round 3 of Top Drift. I'm gonna come through and swing through and go back the outside. I got really close to hitting that wall over there. my tires are gone. Pretty hard to get any grip right now. The car itself is doing really well, but the alignment is just enough of where like it's throwing me off, especially on the bank. Like I'm kind of fighting it when I go on my inside. I don't want to have another stupid mistake caused by me, but have it because of the alignment. So I'm gonna rack it up right now. Car did really good, so I'm excited on that. One thing that I just did on these last set of R888s I was driving on is I really drove them until they were like kind of ball in the rear. They last a long time, which was good, but something that I also noticed is that the grip wear is pretty even throughout the whole entire lifespan of the tire, which is a big plus. Lots of grip in the rear too once I started to lower that PSI. I'm sure a lot of you guys are curious of the damage on the car. And we actually got really lucky because it's like we just like scratched up this, which is like no big deal. And then also like the kit kind of got pushed up a little bit and kind of scratched the paint, but like we got so incredibly lucky. The NQ wheel that we had on the car literally took 98% of all the damage and it didn't even break. I think it's bent a little bit. We'll have to check once we have a little more time tomorrow and we can kind of look at it, but everything on the car is good. We got very, very lucky with that. I did want to touch that the R888s lasted way more than what I'm used to. And not only did it last longer, but the grip as the tire diminished stayed pretty even and consistent. Today, more or less, although there might have not have been as much driving time as we're used to, was a really, really big learning day. And that's kind of what it was all about, is I really wanted to get a feel of how the tires were, because it's kind of like a really big change up driving a year on the same tire and knowing the tire pressures and knowing how it reacts and behaves, and then going on something completely new and not having any information about it because it's not the most common drift tire out there. So I learned a lot today, and I'm getting ready to go back out in a couple days once we get the car aligned and ensure that all the arms aren't bent or anything like that. But I'm not happy with how my performance was today. I feel like I drove really inconsistent and very, very poorly, but I haven't driven a car in a while, so I'm not trying to beat myself up about it.
As much as this is a good thing, we're going to change it out. Here we have the new Tom's taillight. This is essentially Miley's new booty cheek. Let's go install it.